just put it into the chat.
And later I will see the chats, because that will just optimize the time window for us for the live streaming. Also, I will try to check if some of I am also just trying to check the live stream.
Madhav sir, actually, Shivangi will help you in that. So live stream chat, she'll be posting it to you. So
Okay, okay,
don't
fine.
worry.
Okay,
On Zoom
okay.
only, she'll be posting it to you.
Okay, fine.
Thank you, Shivangi, for that.
So my voice is clear.
Always a pleasure, sir.
Yes, yes, it's clear,
Yes,
Madhav.
sir, clear, clear.
Okay, so I am sharing the screen. Is it visible?
Yes, sir. Your terminal of Parrot OS is visible to us.
Yep. Thank you for the confirmation, and let's get started. Okay, so as I said, interactive. So I would like you guys to unmute yourself and answer me. Don't be like darna mat. You can just directly ask me. If you're wrong, I will correct. And basically, I will also get to learn from you guys. So starting with the first question, not interactive question, that will be today's topic is SQL injection. So how many of you guys have any idea like what is SQL injection? Or basically what is SQL?
Sir, SQL is a query language. We have to make queries somehow to be true, like A equal to A double equal to A, something like that.
Okay. Partially correct.
Sir, SQL is a structured query language used to manage databases.
Okay.
Sir, SQL is a backend programming language. In websites, it is used, and we can just give SQL queries to check whether it's vulnerable or not.
Okay. So do anyone know what difference between SQL injection and SQL?
SQL is just a programming language that is used in the backend, and SQL injection means we are giving some of the SQL code in website to check whether it's vulnerable to some bugs or not.
SQL
Okay.
injection is something where we exploit vulnerability by editing the actual SQL, and we inject our own SQL and then send it to server.
Okay, that's pretty close.
Can I say? If you
Yeah,
comment.
sure.
So basically, there are two differences in SQL injection. SQL is structured query language that we use for database management systems, right? Where we store our data into it. And SQL injection is a code technique where we inject injection and try to get that access of vulnerability where we have found in a site. Like for a query, we have query equals to one question mark, right? There is something that in the web. And when we put the SQL injection to that, if we can see that access of that parameters that are there in the database, that is called an SQL injection. That which database is there, how much things are there, what is the table content, that is the use of SQL injection in a site.
Cool. So as Ami said and everyone said like about the SQL injection, have I missed someone's hand? Madhuri?
No, I said.
Okay. So as everyone said, like SQL is a structured query language which is used to add, delete, update, and etc. to make changes into the database basically. So when it comes to SQL injection, it's just to modify when application uses an SQL query. Application is fetching any data from the backend database server. So at that time, hackers or attackers or the security researchers try to manipulate that SQL query so that you can get any kind of data or manipulate any kind of data or delete any kind of data. So it depends on the scenario, and there are multiple type of SQL database also, and SQL injections also. So second question goes here. So what's different between DBMS and database?
Sir, DBMS is a database management system which is used to manage databases.
Okay, that's very quick. Anyone else? Acha, why do we need DBMS?
For managing databases at different places.
Okay.
Sir, to store the data in organized manner. So fetching and storing of data will be very fast.
Okay. So,
So,
okay. Anyone answering?
so I would like to answer on DBMS versus database. Database is a structure where we put every data in a management system form. Like if we created a database of Ami, so it will have some contents like his table, his SQL queries that get formed in a structure like this. So DBMS can be a subpart of a database, if we can say, because all the data has been stored into that database in the form of parameters like table, content, information, these all things from my side.
Okay. So just let's come to the generic term so that everyone can understand. And I think these people are giving pretty much good example that I don't need to repeat again everything like this is that, all that. So coming to the generic term, so database are used to store and retrieve data of application and its user. So we have in database we have multiple user, we have multiple database, multiple table, rows, and everything. And whereas database management system is a software which helps in managing the data inside the database. Okay. In DBMS, DBMS store users data in tables form. As I mentioned, tables, columns, and all. So table is made up of horizontal rows and vertical columns, as we see in the Excel sheet. So pretty much we will go through the practicals, so how it's going to be and everything. And just a last question. What is the default port number of MySQL? Who knows? Don't answer. You can just put it in the chat because I can see there will be a spamming for this. Default port for MySQL. No Google. Oh, someone is 33861433. Okay.
Oh, no, they are close enough.
3306. Okay. Warriors are coming. Okay. So pretty much some of most of them are right. 3306 is a default port number for the MySQL database.
Yes, sir. There's a difference. They are missing, like for SQL it's 1433 and for MySQL it's 3306.
Yeah.
There's two different paths right now.
And 8080 is for the proxy, bro. It's not
Yes,
related to
proxy.
this. Okay. Okay, so we are good to go with the SQL queries and everything. So we know basic what is database, what is DBMS, how DBMS store the data, and what is the port number of the MySQL. So let's start with the MySQL interpreter. So as you can see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's first try with what is the version of my MySQL, or just let's start with MySQL. What? Okay.
Sir, can you zoom a little in the terminal?
Kindly please increase the screen size if they are more, but control plus करके directly.
My control doesn't work.
Oh, sorry.
And this new user doesn't have. Okay. Oops. Just give me a minute. In another user, I have to look for.
महादेव सर, एक क्वेश्चन आया है मेरे पास
Mm-hmm.
कि आप एसक्यूएल मैपिंग टेक्निक सिखाएंगे या बर्बसूट एसक्यूएल इंजेक्शन सिखाएंगे, मैनुअल या ऑटोमेशन?
ऑटोमेशन करना है तो यूट्यूब पे ऑलरेडी बहुत सारे वीडियो है, मैनुअली सीखते हैं.
यस, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर द आंसर.
सर आई थिंक वर्जन चेक करने के लिए MySQL -v कर सकते हैं शायद.
यप, इवन हाइफन वर्जन भी यूज कर सकते हैं.
यस सर.
अच्छा, this user is not into the sudo or Just now I created a user for this session. So till that we can, if we have any questions, we can go with that.
सर क्वेश्चन है, क्या आप जैसे माइस्क्यूएल सिखा रहे हैं तो उसमें जैसे जो WF प्रोटेक्शन रहता है किसी वेबसाइट पे लगा हुआ,
WAF you mean?
हाँ यस वेब सर,
Okay.
सो हाउ वी कैन बाईपास दैट?
अरे पहले स्टार्ट तो करे फिर बाईपास करेंगे।
ठीक है ठीक
लाइक
है,
बाईपास करने के भी तरीके हैं बाय यूजिंग कमेंट्स एंड एवरीथिंग।
यस सर।
लेट्स गो विद स्टार्ट। एक मिनट, समवन इज ऑन द डोर।
वैफ की बात की है तो वैफ का वो तरीका भी पता होगा, शोडाउन से आईपी निकालने का, ऋतिक, राइट? यू हैव ट्राइड दैट?
यस सर यस।
जैसे शोडाउन हो गया, अपना दूसरे एक दो साइट्स, आई एम फॉरगेटिंग वन नेम, स्कैनर आईपी का एक है ना,
सेंस
क्लिक माई स्कैन समथिंग करके है वो, जिसमें अपने आईपी एड्रेसेस मिल जाते हैं जो हमारा ओरिजिनल आईपी होता है। ये एक बेसिकली बिजनेस लॉजिक फ्लो भी है। जैसे कोई बड़ी कंपनी होती है ना, तो वो लोग भी इसको बहुत इंपॉर्टेंस देते हैं। दे गिव यू एज अ $50 बाउंटी, सम कंपनीज आईपी निकालते हैं। तो बहुत अच्छी चीज है इस पे पढ़ना।
ओके सर।
Sorry guys, there was someone on the door. Any other question?
There's one, why sir is using Parrot OS, why not Kali?
ये जन्म जन्म का क्वेश्चन हो गया। So pretty much Parrot is very light than Kali. Usually, first I didn't have that much of good hardware to install Kali because Kali use graphics, and nowadays Parrot also use that much of graphic. But at the start of my period, Kali gave me many errors regarding my hardware, but Parrot didn't. That's why I am stuck to the Parrot. Nothing like इसमें ज़्यादा टूल है, उसमें ये है वो है. Just because of it is very good with low hardware configurations also, that's why.
I would like to add to it sir with your due permission कि ऐसा कोई डिफरेंस नहीं है काली और पैरेट में, सारी चीजें सेम चलती है। बट काली लिनक्स थोड़ा सा हैवी सॉफ्टवेयर है, जैसे जिसके
Yeah.
पास i3 i5 है तो उसको बहुत इश्यूज होते हैं काली चलाने में। कई बार ऐसा होता है कि जैसे एक सुना होगा न्यूक्लियाई प्रोजेक्ट, डिस्कवरी का प्रोजेक्ट है ये, उन्होंने गिटहब बनाया, तो कई बार न्यूक्लियाई का बहुत एरर आता है काली में। और पैरेट में क्या होता है, पैरेट बहुत इजीली फ्लक्चुएटिंग है, मतलब बहुत आराम से आप उसको लाइट वेट में चला सकते हो, i3 i5 पे स्पेशली। आपको इतना हाई एंड ग्राफिक कंप्यूटिंग नहीं चाहिए। ये बस एडवांटेज है, बाकी दोनों बहुत सेम है, कोई अंतर नहीं दोनों में ऐसे।
हाँ, और प्री इंस्टॉलेशन टूल्स एंड ऑल इन कंपैरिजन में भी है अच्छा। इसके लिए तो पैरट एंड पैरट इज यूज फॉर हैक द बॉक्स VM machines and all that.
So let's start our session.
Yes, yes, yes. MariaDB सर्वर इंस्टॉल हो रहा है।
सर एक क्वेश्चन था वेबसाइट से रिलेटेड, कैन आई आस्क?
Yep.
सर जैसे वेबसाइट में हम इंट्रूडर अटैक करते हैं, समथिंग ब्रूट फोर्स अटैक और ये इस तरीके से, सो जब वो अटैक होता है तो उसमें जैसे कुछ अपने पास पासवर्ड्स की लिस्ट होती है, तो उसमें वो जैसे 10,000 और 20,000 से रहते हैं यूजर नेम और पासवर्ड, तो वो है ना, मतलब बहुत लेट करता है, मतलब वो चेक करने में, तो मतलब बहुत स्लो स्लो चलता है, तो हाउ वी कैन फास्ट?
एक मिनट, बर्प सूट स्लो चलता है, यू मीन टू से?
मैंने से बर्ब शूट अच्छा चलता है, लेकिन जब हम इंट्रूडर अटैक करते हैं ना, ब्रूट फोर्स अटैक होता है, जब हम
हाँ,
पासवर्ड्स की लिस्ट लगाते हैं, उसमें से वो अटैक स्लो चलता है।
ओके। यू आर यूजिंग बर्प सूट कम्युनिटी वाला वर्जन?
नो सर, प्रो वर्जन 2022।
प्रो में भी कम चलता है?
यस सर।
तुमने टाइम आउट या फिर डिले सेट किया है?
नो सर।
ओके, सो यूजुअली तो नहीं होना चाहिए।
अच्छा।
क्या आप काली पे यूज करते हो या होस्ट विंडोज पे ही करते हो इंट्रूडर
काली में
अटैक?
सर।
हाँ, तो
काली
वो
में।
स्लो चलेगा काली में। उसका
अच्छा,
इशू
तो
है बहुत काली के साथ।
हाँ, डायरेक्ट विंडो में फिर यूज करें क्या?
हाँ, डायरेक्ट विंडो में एक्चुअली चलेगा फास्ट।
ठीक
Actually, I
है।
would like to say on that, कभी प्रोफेशनल्स को देखना, they use Ubuntu for that, you know, for basically Linux version में जितने भी लोग कॉर्पोरेट कंपनीज में काम करते हैं, मैक्सिमम नंबर को मैंने देखा है, वो Ubuntu OS पे ना बगसूट चलाना प्रेफर करते हैं, बिकॉज Ubuntu is much more smoother। ये प्रेफरेंस होती है लोगों की, जब क्योंकि उनको जो कंपनी की तरफ से पूरा सेटअप मिलता है। अनटिल अनलेस आप किसी कंपनी में नहीं गए हो, आई वुड सजेस्ट कि खुद की विंडोज पे चलाओ, क्योंकि वो स्मूथ भी रहेगा और अच्छा भी चलेगा, रादर देन वर्किंग ऑन काली और उसमें, जब तक आप ट्राई हैक में नहीं खेल रहे हो वैसा।
ओके सर, ओके, थैंक यू।
MySQL is installed. What is the default password for the MySQL? Anyone?
So no password.
But it's asking me for the
Blank.
password. Nah, it's asking me. I should have done this earlier.
सर रूट एट द रेट लोकल होस्ट पे ट्राई करिए, या फिर वो पोर्ट नंबर डालिए 3306, कई बार ऐसे भी चल जाता है।
सर्विस इज रनिंग लोकल होस्ट, रूट एट लोकल होस्ट पे ही चल रहा है वो। But it's give me, let me share the screen. कहाँ गया? Is it visible?
लेट मी चेक सर। नो सर, वो ये अभी आपकी पढ़ा, हाँ आ गया।
ओके, सो MySQL का वर्जन जब चेक करते हैं तो MySQL हाइफन हाइफन वर्जन। ओके, सो व्हेन वी चेक विद द MySQL वर्जन, दैट टाइम वी यूज MySQL हाइफन हाइफन वर्जन।
रूट यूजर का एक्सेस देके देखिए सर।
Yep, it worked.
नहीं।
Okay, if you want to go through, this is a basically MySQL interpreter. Here, if you want to go to the manual of the MySQL, you can just type man MySQL, and here you can go through the whole manual sheet where you can read about it, how to use, where to use, and everything. What flags are used in this and everything. So usually we used to prefer this, but nowadays we are quite handy with this, so I don't. But for the beginner, I prefer reading the manual sheet, so that hyphen hyphen help and auto refresh and everything you can go through. So whenever it's required, you can also Google it, but reading manual will increase your ideology behind MySQL. So let's start with the MySQL version. By using hyphen hyphen version, we can see the what current MySQL version is running. So as we can see, it's 10.5.15 MariaDB. So when we like talking about MySQL is a command utility for MySQL database which help in handling MySQL. Also, this is known as MySQL interpreter. So So when we usually connect with the user, so that time we use -u and the username, whatever it will be. By default, it will be root. Some of time it's admin, or sometime it's something different, user and everything. But by default, it's root. And then we give we add a parameter of -p that will be going for the password. And also there is one more flag. If you're doing it on the local system, local host, you don't have to give any host information. By default, it will look into the local host. But if you want to give a specific IP where MySQL database is running, you can use -h for the host and whatever the name is. For example, database.com. I don't know if this domain exists or not, if it's running or not. And if most of the time we use a different port number, or if you are not using by default port like 3306, then we can use capital P for the port number and specify something 1337 or whatever the port has been assigned to. And when we click enter, we will get enter password, and after entering password, we are good to go. And I don't want to connect to the database.com right now. After connecting, we get something like this. We get an interpreter of MariaDB or MySQL DB, whatever that is. And yeah, so before starting with the interpreter, I would like to highlight some points. SQL statements are not case sensitive. Okay. Second, some database system requires a semicolon at the end of each SQL statement. Third, after semicolon, every database management system doesn't allow another SQL query. These 3 points are very important when you are trying to do SQL injection, or you are trying to grep or try to have a specific kind of data from the website or from the database. So these 3 points are very important. Okay, should I repeat it again?
Yes, sir, please.
Okay, SQL statements are not case sensitive. Cool with that? Second,
Yes, sir.
some database system requires a semicolon at the end of each SQL statements. Okay.
Like sir, like some database means.
For example, if I want to show database, see, it give me a new line to add something. If I add semicolon here, it will just end. So
Right, sir.
basically, show database and a semicolon. See, it give me directly. Okay, like
Right,
this.
sir. Yeah.
And third was after semicolon, every database management system doesn't allow another query. Like you can't run 2 at a time if it's only allowing, for example, show database, then again use this database and all that something. We don't have currently any database as it's a fresh one. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So okay, so what to do, what we can do here is you can just tell me how I will ask some question. You can just tell me like what to do in this case. So if I want to create a database, what command I will be using?
Create database.
Okay, create database, this much. Okay,
Sir.
hello.
So
Sir,
followed
you
by
have
the
to
name.
specify the name also.
Yeah, name. So let's give name as a cybersecurity India. That will be pretty much long. So CSI.
Sir, you can
And
give test also.
sorry,
Test. You can give test also.
hello.
Sir,
Okay. Anything I am missing here?
semicolon.
The databases.
Oh yeah,
Or semicolon. Yes.
that was nice catch. Okay, so this will work.
I guess so.
Yes, it will. Oh, you have an SQL error where?
The databases. Actually, वो database is
So वो
CSS.
Acha, we are
database
creating a single database. No?
Sorry,
Okay.
that's
When fetching, we use databases. Okay, this created. So let's check. Here we will use databases. And here we can go information schema, MySQL performance schema. We will come to this thing later. Let's try to focus on the interpreter right now. Okay, so database has been created. Now what?
table
Use
creation.
So
database.
we'll have to create tables inside the database.
Yeah,
उसके लिए
for that we have to use that database.
Use database.
Okay, as we can see here, database has been changed. We get a name CSI database, right? Just to get into the database, we use used database. Now let's try to create a table. So let's create a table. You can just keep a note of this. I don't have a note, so I can't provide you that. So you just guys can write it down or whatever you have in your hand. So let's create a table of students. I think interns will be better. Interns. Okay. So what thing I am missing right now? Don't say the semicolon. I will add that later. Anything else?
Some
parameters.
specifications about the about all the columns in the table.
Yep.
Columns in the data type of columns.
Okay, so let's pick some columns like ID, name, email, and let's have location, ID, mail, ID, name, email, and location. So I won't add semicolon here. I will like to have this way. So ID, let's integer basically. Then name as a varchar.
Yes.
What is varchar?
It's basically a variable character where we can write mix in number as well as characters like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, etc. Alphabets.
Yep. So how much digit should I add? Like what should be the limit? Maximum.
30 is good.
Let's keep it 36. Usually we prefer 36. Sometimes we don't know who comes from which country, what how much large his name could be, but maximum we have seen it's 36 average. Let's take email. For email, what we will be adding? Integer or varchar?
Varchar.
Varchar.
Okay, so what should be the number?
20 is good amount. Okay, so
20.
20 तक जाता है 20-25 at
वर्ब
max.
कोलैबोरेटर को ईमेल में समझ लो. What it will be? How much large it will be?
बहुत verb collaborator.
Okay, so we don't risk it, so we took nearby 255. We can be specific, depend on what limit have been set by user endpoint. What was the last one? I think it was location. For location, what we will be adding?
ये ना varchar.
Let's try char. So what will be the difference between varchar and char?
In varchar, numerics can also be inserted, numerics and special characters, but in char, only alphabets can be inserted.
Okay. So location, we want to just know the city basically. So that time we won't require anything. And here, oops, okay. Let's give 60. Anything I am missing right now? Semicolon I added. Anything I am missing?
सर INT में आपने define किया है?
जरूरत नहीं.
जरूरत भी नहीं है हाँ.
उसको ऑटो इंक्रीमेंट पे भी लगा सकते हैं.
सर ब्रैकेट, क्लोजिंग ब्रैकेट.
Yes, that was good. बट मुझे इसको नहीं बनाना, एरर जनरेट करना है. लेट्स ट्राई टू एनालाइज एरर. हम लोग को ऑलरेडी पता है वो ब्रैकेट नहीं था इसके लिए. You have an error in SQL syntax. Check the manual that correspond to your MariaDB server version for the right syntax to use near. और उसने पर्टिकुलर ये दिया एट द लाइन 5, 1 2 3 4 and 5 जो एंड होता है वो. So you have to every time in SQL injection there is a error based SQL injection. You will try to analyze the error and you will try to generate a payload, or you will try to generate a SQL statement which will fulfill like fully correct, but it will give whatever the info you are asking for. So that time you have to analyze the error, what error where we are getting, and you have to craft your SQL payloads and everything, or SQL statement. Okay, so I will create it again. Create table interns, and last time we okay, so we will set it ID this time into auto increment. So anyone can help me with what is auto increment?
So we do not have to insert while inserting the data into a table ID.
Okay, it will
will
automatically
increment.
Yes, for example, if a new user has been registered, it will be 1. Let's take an example. First user is Jay, second is Amay, third is Ritik. So next time the fourth one comes, usually the phone number is auto generated. So you don't have to put that. Okay. So let's
Yes,
come
sir.
to the username. Varchar, because if I write just a name, so varchar doesn't make any sense. Character makes sense, but for the username, varchar is something that we can. What if
Hello,
I
sir.
want? Yeah.
Sir, how can we randomize the ID number? So it is actually risky to give a sequential number, right?
Mm-hmm. So
So how
basically,
can
you
we
can
randomize it?
use a timestamp model. Like you can use a
Okay,
timestamp to create that.
right.
So
So how can
timestamp
we
will
do
be
that?
different, right?
Yeah, right.
So date of okay, just we will come to that in this query only.
Right, sir.
I
Okay,
will come
thank you.
because if I start with the timestamp and all everything, they will be like, "Kaha ja raha hai?"
Yeah, right, sir.
Okay, so what if I want to make sure that username is filled? It should not be empty. What I will be adding here?
Not null.
Yep, you're pretty much good with the database, I guess. Then what was the email? Email also same. I will be adding varchar 255, not null. We want user to add this. And then let's come to the location, because city last time we took it just need we just needed characters, but when we come to a location there can be numbers, symbols and everything. And varchar is let's take it nearby 255 only for now. We are setting it should be not null. And okay, and here I want to make sure that my application is specifically for Indian people or specifically for a particular country. Let's keep it as Ghana right now. So how I will specify? For example, if location is not mandatory, like there is a user, there is a login page or sign up page. In sign up page, it asks for your email address, it asks for your username, and it also asks for your location. But email address and username are compulsory, mandatory. Location is not mandatory. So what we will be doing here? basically we can set a default value.
Default.
Yeah, Gahana, and we can move. So whenever someone doesn't add anything, so by default it will go as Gahana into the database. Even if he is from another country and he is like, I am tired to write this much large number of my country name, so I am not going to put this. So we can just add this. Is this session going boring?
No, sir.
No, sir. No,
Okay.
sir.
Oh, sir.
It's interesting.
If you
No,
guys
sir.
have any question, if I am missing somewhere, you can just speak up. But when I ask you for the question that time, not now. Okay, and as I said, let's come to the date time. Uh, I want to keep a date of registration. This will be not visible for the user, like what shall be added, because username, email, location should be added. Username and email are mandatory. Location is not mandatory. We can just remove not null also, but it's fine right now. So I want to keep a registration date. So what I will be doing? We can use date time. Date time. Anyone heard about this?
यूज करते हैं हम, जैसे कभी भी कोई भी डेट और टाइम को सीक्वेंशियल करना हो तो ये भी इसमें असाइंड होता है, यू नो,
Uh-huh.
लाइब्रेरी। जैसे कुछ भी चीज होती है, जैसे ये इंट है, वैर है, ये सब छोटी छोटी स्मॉल लाइब्रेरीज है जो ऑलरेडी फॉर्म्ड होती है, तो ऐसी डेट और टाइम भी फॉर्म्ड होता है, हम यूज कर सके ताकि कभी
Yep.
भी रिप्रेजेंट।
Okay, I've missed something. No, I have no. We will come to this question later on. Some people are directly DM messaging me. It will be good if you message your questions in the group, like everyone can see that, and they can also guide you if I've missed something. Okay. Okay, so date of registration, we have added date time, and we will specify like we want date and time of exact timing what's going on at my server, not at the end of the customer. Like customer is having different time zone, everyone is having different time zone, but I want like whatever the date. Okay, sorry, yeah, whatever the date we are adding, it should be basis on the server time. For example, if user is from India and his time is 10:15 a.m., but the server is at Ghana and its time in something like evening 7 o'clock, so it should give it as a 7 o'clock. Okay. One more thing, we can add default. So we have to specify that it should be default, that everywhere a new user it will be added. Okay. Okay, so how many of you know if I don't want a single user to register multiple time? For example, there is an email address, cybersecureindia@gmail.com, that should not be registered multiple time. What I will be doing?
Unique constraint.
Something, yeah, we can use unique.
Or
And
in
that,
ID, we may use primary.
but yeah, we will be using primary key. So let's keep primary key. Okay. Let's keep primary key as I think ID should be better, and unique. What should be the unique, username or password? Sorry, not password. Username or email ID?
ईमेल।
Email. We can also add the password thing, but it's fully depend on the requirement of the organization. Unique email, and we just add this, and let's close. What do you think? Our create table query will be running, or will it give an error? It should run, right? Okay, let's see. Query okay, 0 row affected. All good. Table has been created with the intern's name, and all the data what we have added has been added into this. Okay, now here is the thing you guys have to tell me. How do I list them? How do I see? Do I write here show tables?
Yes, sir.
Anything else I have to write here?
Table name.
What is the table name?
Interns.
Interns. So basically, if you want to view every table, all the tables, you can give table, or you can here specify as an intern.
So
Okay, we
the
can't.
select star वाला option होता है ना उसमें तो जब use करेंगे.
It's show all that will be adding into the SQL statement इसमें query में. When we are adding any data into the table, that time we add that. To view the tables, we can use show tables. And when we want a description of the table, we just like DESC and the what interns. Sorry. So the description of this table is ID is ID has been set to the integer username varchar, and whatever the data we have added, we can see it here. Good to go with the basics. Okay, cool. So, okay, I want to drop this database. I want to delete this. I want to just drop this.
Drop table.
Drop table और table में जो आपको पैरामीटर ड्रॉप करना हो.
नहीं, मुझे तो पूरा database ही drop करना है.
पूरा डेटाबेस ड्रॉप करना है तो आपको पहले दूसरा डेटाबेस आना पड़ेगा और ड्रॉप करना पड़ेगा वहां से, या तो फिर ड्रॉप टेबल का नाम जैसे ड्रॉप टेबल इंटर्न ऐसे करके.
Why can't I delete the database or drop the database जहाँ पे मैं already हूँ, where I am already
क्योंकि
there?
वो एरर हो जाएगा ना, जो डेटाबेस आप यूज कर रहे हो उसको कैसे ड्रॉप कर देंगे सर.
Yes. HackerOne के रिपोर्ट में यही मैंने मिस किया था. Okay. So yeah, we can use drop, and we can specify as a database and give the whatever the database we have. Or if you want to drop a table, we can use drop table, and whatever the table name is, for example, interns. But I'm not going to delete this. I don't want to recreate it again and again. So just this is a command basically. Or what we can do, create database temp, and let's drop this temp database. Drop database. Okay, let me just first show you. Show database says, and here we can see CSI temp and all the basic one, information schema and all that. So if you want to delete, we want to drop. Okay, what's different between delete and drop? There is a delete query and drop query. What's the difference?
पहले किसी और को मौका देते हैं. Why should I always? Please go ahead.
वो 3-4 people को ऐसे जरा मुझे म्यूट ऑप्शन दिखना चाहिए था. Like don't say. Let other people try.
Drop command drops the entire database from the SQL, and the delete just deletes the table or the column or row, something. Yeah.
Okay. So delete is used to delete the records inside the table, and drop is used to just clean off the whole thing.
Yes, sir.
So let's go with database not CSI, sorry. Drop database temp. Let me do again show database. As you can see the difference, the temp database has been deleted. Okay, so this way same you can delete the tables also by using drop tables and all that. If I'm able to create a table again, no, not a single line, multiple line. Okay, so next time I will to keep it a single line so that I can modify it whenever required. Okay, so we have show tables. and we have an interns table. Let's now insert the data inside interns table. Okay. Okay, I already revealed its insert, so I'm just typing it clearly. I can't see Zoom. Have I disconnected? Okay,
Hello,
now
able to hear you.
yes. Now I can see. It was not visible. Okay. So let's insert data into this. So what data we want to add here? Okay, first let's do describe this. Okay, now this will be easy for us. Insert. As I said, this database like MySQL database is not case sensitive. So if you write insert in capital, insert in small, both are same. And this thing really affect while bypassing the WAF. Literally it affect. So I will keep it this way, insert. Okay, what after this? Insert
into table name and
Value.
values.
Okay, let other people guess. I can hear the same voice again and again. So let's give them a chance.
Insert into table name values.
Okay. Insert into table name. What is table name? Interns. And yeah, let's give the value. How we are going to add the value? Not the same people, new people. How
It
we are
should
going
be
to
written in
Sir, you type
brackets and comma
instance.
separated.
Okay, so just guide me with this.
Sir, interns spelling is wrong.
Okay, sorry. Interns. Okay, insert into interns value. Yep.
It will be
So
values, sir.
value is fine. I think value will be fine.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so ID is auto incremented, but then also we can provide in the query, like we have to give this. I will write, I can see the name. Where is Zoom? So I have Ayush here, Ayush, and then I can give the email Ayush as a username, email as ayush@gmail.com. Okay. Ayush as an email, and then we have to give what? Location. So location, let's add a country name. Basically we should have specify as a country, but it's okay. Let's keep it India, and then yeah, and then what we have, date of registration. So let's keep it 2020. Okay, it's 22 0 5 22. Okay, will this work?
बट मुझे थोड़ा सा टाइम को लेके मेरे को क्वेरी का याद नहीं है, बहुत टाइम हो गया एसक्यूएल पढ़े हुए।
किसको लेके?
ये एसक्यूएल और डीबीएमएस पढ़े बहुत टाइम हो गया सर, 2 साल पहले पढ़ा था।
Okay, fine. Sir, can you scroll up your screen? I'm unable to see the last line. No, dude, I can't actually. This is an interpreter. It will just go down and down. What I can do is, no. Now it will be fine for you. Shivansh. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, so what I'm missing here. Is this okay?
No,
Why?
sir, it's not.
Okay, why?
Because we have to insert the current time, not date.
I think it will take. We have added date of registration as a field name and type as date time. So by default, it will give date time, but right now we can add manually. Okay, let's try. It didn't affect it. Why we didn't add a single like in single quote one as a single quote?
Sir, because one
Since
is
the
the
data type
integer.
inputted as integer.
Yep. So let's view show all from interns. Oops, sorry. Sorry, show all from CSI.
So it will be select star from interns.
Shit, I am using show. Select all from interns. Okay, so we have all the information, and by default it took as 0000 value, right?
Yes, sir.
So this way we can create multiple things. What if we add a data? Describe interns. Okay, what if we add data only specific to ID or only specific to username and email address? This will be auto generated, everything. Auto increment has been set, current timestamp has been set, location has been set. Auto generated.
Yes, sir.
Let's
But
try.
बट अपने पास अपन को हम लोग तीन चीजों को नन नहीं रख सकते, जैसे आईडी, यूजर नेम और ईमेल, वो ऑटो ऑटो डिफॉल्ट नहीं है हमारे पास.
Username and email basically.
हाँ, बेसिकली ये दो तो.
Insert into interns, and let's specify only name and email here. And whatever the value it should be, इसका value का मैं इसका V capital रखूँ या कुछ भी, it doesn't matter. And then I am having it here interns का है अपने. Let's take Amay, AMEY, and Amay use email address @gmail.com. What do you think? This is pretty much different from the earlier query, right? So what do you think? This will work?
Yes, sir,
No,
it will.
no, sir. No, sir.
No. Yes.
So why we
So
are not giving integer like 2?
it has been auto incremented.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Let's see.
Username.
Oh, so sorry. Yeah. Username, email, and everything value has been set. Intern spelling is right. Everything is right. Okay. Let's select all from intern, and we got time. Time has been given auto increment, like automatically given as per the timestamp. Location has been by default set to Gahana, so it will be shows Gahana. And we just added Ami, and his email address ID was automatically incremented. What if we want to insert a bulk data, not a bulk data, a 2 or 3 data, because bulk we will be inserting a CSV file. But if we want to give 2 or 3 people username and all that, what modifications I need to do, or what should I add here? If I want to add Jay or Siddharth, Shivangi, anyone's name here, so how I am going to add that?
उसके लिए तो की वगैरह लगती है ना शायद.
Sorry?
लाइक आपको इसी के अंदर ऐड करना है.
हाँ, बट कहाँ? ब्रैकेट के अंदर, ब्रैकेट के बाहर, कॉमा क्या यूज करना है?
ये तो उसका शिवांगी ज्यादा अच्छा दे सकती है, उसने भी पढ़ा है।
Okay, we can just simply because value has been given, so we can just give comma and another value. Like let's take Shivangi and whatever her email address will be @gmail.com. It will be good to go.
Yes, sir.
Everything.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why? What's the issue?
The value
Duplicate.
is already added in the
Yep.
table. Yep.
So, please don't do. Okay. Is there any option to just stop the waiting room chats?
No, actually waiting room से आपको कोई text नहीं कर सकता. The people who are host can only text to waiting room.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Ask those people to join on the YouTube, please.
Yes, yes. I
And
asked.
if we
कोई
are
flow
missing any
कितना है?
questions from the YouTube, we can go
But
there later.
there is no one in the waiting room as of now.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, now I can see four. Okay, four.
People are there.
And yeah, you can just yeah, we'll message them.
I already message waiting room participate to join YouTube.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I just must here. Again, I have to write Jai and here. Okay. So duplicate 0, warning 0, records are 2. Let's view. Where did we miss 4 and 5? 3, 4. Sorry, 3 and 4.
It's because of time.
No.
Okay.
It's because of errors we generated. One error here, second error here. Duplicate entry. 3 and 4 was miss. So it just auto incremented that this if new entry comes, it will just auto increment. New entry was there, but condition was email should not be same. But that failed. That's why he added 3, 4, he rubbed everything. But whenever the new entry came again, it just added a new value as a 5. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So it will
Okay.
every time take error as an entry.
Yes. Basically, it as a security practice, we are asked to keep the error into error entries into a log file. So for
Right,
that, you
sir.
have to do many changes into the database. From you have to create a different table for the logs, and you have to set everything like whatever the error query will be. Just go to this. Like in the Linux, we use dev /null and everything like that.
Yes.
So we have for maintaining, we use this. Also, in information schema, there is a property. By modifying that property, the logs can be generated automatically. But that is not recommended because they are very limited. Like they will be only take the timestamp and the query half of the detail, but not full detail. Like from which user it came, from where it came. So you have to create your customized log database or table. Okay, so let's go here. I want to like describe interns. What if I want to change the properties of all this for this table, interns table? I have to change the properties. For example, I want to rename something, like I want to rename the location as a country.
We will use update command maybe.
Update we use when we have to change the value.
Alter table.
Alter,
Alter table.
yes. Alter sorry, alter table. We are into the interns. Yeah, interns. We have to rename it. Which column? Location. To country. Okay. This will work or not?
Yes, sir, it will.
Are you sure? Okay, let's try. Why did it give an error?
So I think rather than to, it should be as.
Okay, let's try that. As we have to specify them that this is a column. We want to change the column. Sorry, and here as true. 2. It worked. Here it gave error. Here it gave error. And here we are good to go. So let's see again. Describe interns. As we can see here, location has been changed to the country. So this is very much important when you are creating a POC. If a client is asking, let sorry guys, okay. If client is asking like just give me a POC that you can manipulate my database or do anything, you can use this type of queries and you can just give him the POC like this is it. By alter, you can do multiple things. Like I want to add something into the table, I can add that. Interns, add a new column. What? Just suggest me something that I can add here. This is blank right now. Password maybe. Password and password should be set as. Okay, let's not set anything right now. Error. What's the thing here?
Sir, add column.
Column maybe.
Okay. Add column. Again.
We have to give it
Sir,
as a
data
char
type
or
of
varchar.
password.
Yep.
Okay. For just now, we are just giving it as an integer. Yep, it did. But if you also remove this column section, it will work. Duplicate entry right now. Let's see the description. Yep, we have it here. The data type was not given. That's why it gave an error. So, where is it? Yeah. Yep. So, as we can see here, like alter table interns, add password. When we use only password, till that it was not accepting. But when we give a particular data type, that time it accepted. So data type is very much important. Okay, I want to just remove this 2 of them. What I will be doing? Or just let's see, I want to modify the type. I want to modify the type of PASSWRD. I want to modify it. Of course, I will write the modify now. Alter table interns modify. What I want to modify PASSWRD to something like date. And let's go. And let's see again. As you can see here, date has been changed. Alter table interns modify column, like you can add column, password, PASSWRD and a date, whatever you have to set. Okay, and to delete the particular sorry property, no, we are not going to use delete. We are going to use drop, but inside it, inside alter table interns drop and whatever the PAWSWRD, and it work. Again, we see the description. We can see he is no more. Okay. Okay. Let's select all from interns. So asterisk is something that represent all. Okay. So I want to update some information regarding Ayush or Jay or Amay or Shivangi. So I will use update query, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I will just repeat again. Drop statement is used to remove databases or tables. Database or table. Insert statement is used to add new records to a given table. And describe is something that describes the table, like what properties it is having. Fourth, when we want to modify the properties of a table, that time we use alter. And the fifth, which recently saw, right now we are going to see, that will be update. Update interns set what was one of the property, country to give me a specific, like I will just keep it India right now. India. What I'm missing, I want to set it only for Ayush, not Ayush, sorry, Jay. I want to be specific, like I want it for Jay, or I want to be specific for ID where is 5.
Where clause?
Where?
Where every time I leak the hint. I'm bad at this, but I'm very good at creating CTF hint. Okay, this will work. Update intern set country is equal to India where ID is 5. Will this work?
ये तो आईडीज वगैरह तो जैसे वो गेट पैरामीटर वगैरह देने के लिए होता है ना, क्वेरी लिखी होती है 1 2 3 4 5 या प्लेस करने है ना. हाँ, वर्क करना चाहिए.
It work.
Yes, sir.
Just give me a second. No, the parse.
अभी तो सर गए, कैसा लग
Sorry
रहा है?
guys, sorry. जैसे एक कॉल आया था. यप, सो CTF भी चल रहा है ना, तो वो भी देखना है. Okay.
Okay, sure, sir. We can start
So,
again.
yep. Where were we? Update. नहीं, मैंने कुछ क्वेश्चन देखा था किसी का तो. What is difference between rename and modify? Okay. So rename is like you property change करते हो. You change the property as can here. Okay. So in rename, where is it? rename. Okay, I didn't show you. Okay, I showed you rename. So rename will change the property. like a country location was changed to the country, and modify will change the type. Where is the modify example? Modify, yeah, this one. So whatever we want to change here, that time we use the पहले 11 set की थी. What 11? हाँ. Yes. Okay. So let's start with the update. So as we can see here, we have been specified to this. For example, if we want to give, so let's talk about is equal to, then what we say. What we say to that? One is the logical operator, second is and then is or, the not operator, and there is
XOR
one,
or
yeah, greater than and lesser than. Yeah, I will just miss that. So what we can do here is,
Relational operator.
yeah, relational. For example, if I want to set if ID is less than 5, then set the country as India. Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
Let's see. As we can see, less than 5 or greater than 1. Sorry. If ID is greater than 5, then it will select change it to India. If it's less than 5, it will change. So one more here. What else we can do here? Let's do less than, and now let's change it to Ghana. Did it work? It worked. Okay. So here you can add all those conditions and operator and everything in SQL. And that way you can bypass SQL authentication sometime. So the thing you see, 1 plus 1 is equal to something, or like 1 is equal to 1, value is always true. That is an operational thing. That's why the database just allows you insight. So this is the logic behind that. Okay. We will come to this operation point in some time. Now let's just as we have also seen update. So update statement is used to update specific record within a table based on the certain conditions. The conditions we give is like where ID is greater than or less than 5 or is equal to 5. Okay. So I want to clear the record. So what I will be doing here, or I want to delete something specific, I will use delete. Delete, it doesn't matter. Delete from interns where ID is 1. This will work.
Yes, sir.
It does, and as we can see, the record has been deleted. What if I don't specify the condition? It will delete the whole records, every record, but I don't want to right now. Or just let's see, select all from interns and 0 we have. And I'm looking for insert. Yep. Select all from interns, and we have again 5, 6 was there, 7 and 8 are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 have been deleted. 3 and 4 were having error, that's why it didn't generate it, and 7 and 8 we are having it here. Okay, so let's we are looking into this, like select all from, right? We want to sort it, like we want the we want to give it like in a ascending or descending order as per the email. Like whoever's email is starting with A, B, C, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Amay is the first one basically. But let's go into the reverse order, like Z to A. So what I will be adding here?
Short by DESC.
Sorry?
Short by DESC and that semicolon.
Sort by. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Does sort work in SQL? Or do we use order by?
Oh, yes, sir. It was order by.
Order by.
Order by.
Order
Order by
by
ascending or descending.
email description. Right? Sorry, it's not description, it's descending here.
DESC.
DEC or DES? Okay, DEC. I don't remember the exact syntax. If you can Google it or just try it here. DESC or DEC. Okay, it give an error. DESC. Okay, it's DESC. Descending. As we can see, Shivangi is up, Amay is down. Better luck next time, Amay.
Usually happens with me.
Okay. And congratulations, Shivangi here. And if we don't add anything here, by default, it will take it ascending. ASC, AESC, ASC, basically, I guess. I don't remember this. Yeah, ASC. But even if we don't add, it's again to the ascending order. Okay. For example, I just this is just a 2 records of database. What if we have a big large amount of data and we just only want a single output, or we have to limit it by 2, we can use a limit. So select all from interns, limit 1. Basically 1 is not a limit basically, but okay, fine. It will just give me a single output. We can use this with order by email, DESC limit 1. See, as we can see, we can just combine everything, but you have to be sensible in your statement. You can't be like select all from interns, limit 1, order by email. So this will make a database confusion. Like what exactly is he asking? Like table के अंदर का single property, like inside table single property, or everything like that way. So you have to sense that much good with a database that you can get a specific kind of data output. Okay, you can even use like select all from intern. You can also use here where statement, where we have already used where ID is 10 or email is specific to something or username is something. And most of the time what we do is whenever there is a cyber threat, whenever there is an incident happen for a particular time range, we go with the timestamp. The timestamp or date of registration is something specific and everything. So this really helps. Okay. Coming to the conditional, like you can add. Okay, so select all from interns where ID is equal to 7. It gave me an output. What if I use a double single quote? This will work. Of course it's going to. Double, it's going to work. If I add bracket like this, it's going to work. If I add bracket plus the single quote and double quote inside it, it's going to work. Sorry, guys. It's going to work. But when we are specific to this, is it going to work? Query is not completed. What is the thing we are missing here?
Semicolon?
Nope.
नहीं कुछ और है.
Oh, I did this. Use database. It was CSI. CSI. Hmm?
अपन यूज CSI करेंगे ना सीधा.
अरे यार, shit, sorry. Okay, this happens most of the time.
कभी कभी
Okay.
होता है.
Yep. And when then I won't give a reason here. Yeah. So this is the reason when we give a single quote, there is an error. But we that time this is not something like select all from interns where ID is something like that. Like when we fetch data, it's just going to get error. It's not going to solve. Usually, now. Yep. And most of the time, you might have seen this error in your website. Not completely exactly this error, but similar to this because they have multiple tables and everything, right? Sorry. Okay. So, have you guys ever used like the people who have already used MySQL interpreter or database? Have you ever used like? Because like is something that is much more used when it's a blind based SQL injection when we do manually. Have you ever used like like in your SQL statement, not in your real life? No answer till yet. Yes, no, simple. No. Okay. So let's try it here. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
you have yours.
Yes,
Select.
sir. We have to use with like statement wildcard characters
Yep.
like percentage or
Yep. So percentage is a wildcard which matches before or after. For example, let's see a live example here. Select all from interns where email is like percentage. Where is percentage? Yeah, 5 percentage @gmail.com. So what is this statement going to do?
It will check that last. It should be @gmail.com.
Okay, here. Yes, it will give this as a wildcard. Whatever the first value is, I don't care. I just care about this, whatever the last value is. So this way you can get a specific data. You don't have to be with every data. Like whole data you don't want. Here just it's two. That's why it's okay for us. But when it's nearby, like in lakhs, in more than lakhs, sometime it's nearby 80 lakh, 50 lakhs of data base the table columns. That time you get helpful when there is something like where email, where like and wildcard entries. And if you want to match something like exact characters, that time you can use, for example, I know like Amai is 4 characters, AMIY. So what I can do is here is where username, right? Yeah, username is like, I can just give _1, 2, 3, 4 and just enter. Amay is a 4 character. If it's like a police and chore kind of stuff. Like if I have a suspect in my head, he is having this and all that thing. So I will try to match it like that. I can just combine multiple things like after like I can add multiple parameter like order by descending or limit or something like that. I can just combine everything to the database, and database is going to give me that information. If I add one more, because we are looking for something that is 5 characters, so these are 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What will be the output as we don't have anything in 5?
Null.
Yes, null. But if we are going to look for Shivangi, and Shivangi is 448, so 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we get the record of Shivangi. So this way, in SQL database, like this SQL statement helps for incident responders, it helps for developers, attackers, everyone. If you are if Nikhil sir remember, there was a project which was related to the database incident, and that time we used same kind of queries to just get sort of the whole data, and it was of some kind of election type of thing was going on that organization, and all the data records we had, and we were just checking where exactly everything went wrong, or is there any manipulation into this voting and everything. Oh, that was pretty cool real life experience when we use this queries. Okay. uh okay, let's assume you are having we have set it together. Okay, let's assume here we want a distinct value, like distinct is unique value. For example, select distinct country from interns. It will be what? Kahana. Have you guys ever used Sublime?
Yes, sir. Sublime text now.
Yeah, Sublime text.
Yes, sir.
In that we have a unique feature that if removes all the duplicate entries. That way also, by using distinct, we can just get a unique values, like unique. For example, I want to just check for the username. So basically we already in the sorry, it was here we have to change the username. Amay and Shivangi is different user. As the properties has been said that email should be unique and username can be same. So let's see if I can fetch it quick. Insert. Yeah, here I will add. Okay, one is already present. I don't know what it will be when I have to specify here then. I will give it here as 100. Count at a row 1. Auto increment. I have to. So I will change from Shivangi to Shivang. Amay to AM basically. Just forgive me for this name changes. And country we will be specifying as India. We are just adding this. We need a data right now. That's why. Okay. So as we can see, 9, 10 and all that. Where is this thing? Yeah. Select username from interns, which will be unique. But let's come here to the country right now. So this thing. Okay. So we will get the unique country, that is Ghana and India. See, we have record, but we can see like Ghana and India, these are unique. So this can be helpful when we are looking into some Excel sheet rather than generating whole CSV file from the database and sorting it from the Excel. It is better to use SQL interpreter and modify however you want. If you're good at this, like you can do whatever whatever inside the database you are having. This literally helps in fetching or altering or just identifying a particular target here. So I think we have covered. Is anyone writing, keeping a note that what things have been we are covering so that I can remember that I have missed this or that?
Yes, sir. I'm keeping most of the notes.
Okay, so we have covered drop, insert, describe, alter, update, delete, select statement. Then we have also used like and all, distinct. Anything else I have missed from this?
No, sir. All of these statements have already been completed.
Okay. Okay, then let's come to the logical operator. So logical operator is something that most of the time you might have seen when it comes to the authentication bypass. Like if there is a login page and there is a username and password, you just add single quote one, again single quote is equal to one, single quote one. And that time you are just like, I have just bypassed the login page. So how does this actually work in the backend? So so we will look into logical operator, that will be 1 and 0. Then we will look into and, that will be conditional, like matching both two of the conditions. We will use or, that will be like matching any one of the condition, and we will use a not operator. Okay. And there is one more, that is union operator, which is used to combine the result set of two or more select statement. Okay, what? It was by mistake. Okay. So as per logic, non-zero value is considered as true. 1 means true, 0 means false. If I don't think this have a zoom option. No, it doesn't. I have a Sublime. I will just freeze the screen because I don't know if Sublime contains any data. So Sublime. Okay, I don't have Sublime. SUDL. Okay, I will resume the share. XP CMD shell with MySQL. So can you please explain XP CMD? We will come to this XPCMD shell while doing SQL injection, because that time it will really help. Is my screen visible? You can see the Sublime.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So we are talking here about logical operations. Sorry, operators that will be like true and false. How many of you guys do programming or basic programming?
Do.
So 0 is considered as false, right? Every time.
Yes, sir.
Boolean हो गया ना basically. 1 0
Huh,
2.
but logically, of course, this is Boolean. Booleans mean what?
Yes, sir.
It's like 1 is true, 0 is false. We are talking here about logical operator. True and false is a Boolean.
Logic
and
operates
false.
true and false 1 or 0 से represent होता है,
हाँ,
right?
हाँ. So that's why here I did logical operator. So if we add something like select 1 is equal to 1, so what will be the answer?
True.
Let's see this practical so that it will be easy for everyone. Select 1 is equal to 1. It will be true. 1 is equal to true. 2, I mean. It will be 0. So these are the statements like when we bypass something like there is a query select all from users where user name is equal to a data and password is equal to something. So this is how basic we can assume they are having, and whenever the user adds admin or users add as a password admin, when he add this logical operations, that is like adding a single code, then 1, again single code, then is equal to, again single code 1. As we can see, select 1 is equal to 1 is always true. Here the whole statement has been generated. And if I enter, this will just allow me to log in. So here this it won't be here because admin single quote. So just consider this string and this string as a first and last. So whatever the hacker add into it is this. Okay. And this way we bypass the authentication as we seen here, like select 1 is equal to 1, 1 is equal to 2 is false, or any value like let's take a conditional base. Let's use and here. And we can use and like this also and this also. This both are same. And ABC is equal to ABC. What should be the statement? यहाँ पे we have used and, so it will check both. If 1 is equal to 2 is true or false, it is false. ABC is equal to ABC, it's true. So it will be true, false, false. It's okay. I miss. Yeah. So it will be like. Why did it give true? It should be false.
It should be false. Why it is true?
Sir, and
No, and means like both should be same.
Both should
then
be
only.
true. Yes.
We are checking here, both conditions will be true. It's giving me same.
So can I change the and into a and the and?
Okay, let's see like that way.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and operator sign is not working here.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry, guys. We use double and here.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, sorry, so sorry. Just clear whatever it was earlier. Okay. Uh, things really happen bad when I'm live streaming. And so when we use double and operator, that time it just check the condition if both are true or not. So this will give us output as 0, but if we add 1 is equal to 1, it will give us 1. If I'm adding something here, it will again give 0. Like this, it works. Double and symbol and A and D both works here. Okay. Let's talk here about OR. So there are two ways to write OR. One is OR and one is like double pipeline. Okay. So if any one of this condition is true, let's see, as we see here in the AND operator, it gives 0. In this operator, OR operator, it will give as 1. Statement are same. The difference is and 1. It check both are same or not. Both were different. 1 is equal to 1 and ABC is equal to ABDC. Both are different. That's why it gave 0. Here in OR operator, it just check like any one of them is true, then we will just give it true. We doesn't care about the second one, if it's true or false. Okay, you can write this even as OR or sorry OR also this way. Okay. Okay, we did logical operator, true, false, and or okay, not operator. What is not operator? Anyone know about not operator?
Sir, not reverse the result for
Sorry, use it for exclusion.
Yes. Sorry, use it for
Excluding any certain parameter.
Nope.
Sir, we can also say that कि जो ये अपना ये होता है basically जो not operator होता है वो vice versa होता है, जैसे true की value को false कर देता है और false की value को true कर देता है.
Yeah, that is like inversely. It is like
Inversely.
whatever the output will be the inversely. For example, here you can see 0. Sorry. Let's not complicate it by using that. Let's use select. Okay, so what is the symbol of not operator?
Exclamation mark.
Okay, select 1, exclamation mark 2, or something else I'm missing here.
Exclamation mark equal to.
Exclamation mark is equal to and close. So what did it give? 1. Usually this should be false, right? If we use a single is equal to, it will be false. That will be like when we use logical operator, it will be false. But when we use not operator, it shows as true because it's showing you inversely. Whatever the output is, like Aditya is Aditya, it will say no, he is not Aditya. It's like that. जो है वो है, but नहीं वो नहीं है. I'm not going to make this complicated, but I hope you guys have understood about this inversely. So inversely is most of the rare time when we get repeated data. For example, I am getting a repeated data of something and I'm just like, I don't want this. I will just add that username Karthik should be inversely. And all the Karthik will be deleted, or the projects from Karthik will be deleted, will be not shown, and all the other data will be shown to him. Okay, let's come to the unique operator, which is used to combine the result of set of 2 or more select statement. And most of the time in SQL injection, we use unique statement. So let's keep it like select all from interns. Coming back to the table part, union select all from interns, where okay, we don't have two different table now. Should I create a table again? So let me create it again. Create a table interns 2020, and I will give batch ID, INT, the previous one, whatever it was, name, varchar, just giving random value. Create table interns 2022, 21. ID is equal to INT, sorry, ID, INT, name, 25. I think this is enough. Email, 200.
Sir.
Yep.
Sir, can I copy the old table?
Copy the old table?
Can I copy tables? Like we have interns table. Can I copy that?
Copy where? You mean create a similar table like that?
Yes,
or I don't remember any query that will copy whole table or make. I think we can make, but I'm not aware of that query. We can, maybe. You just need to Google about this. Like, I'm not aware about that. Like for the backup purpose, I think they might be having a query, like create a interns dot back table for backup purpose and all that way. But you need to Google about this. I'm not aware of that. And okay, is there any question like whatever till now we have worked on, we have looked into? Any questions?
No, sir.
Do you guys want break?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then let's have a 10-minute of water break or breakfast break, whatever that is. And let's come after 10 minutes. So currently time is 11:25. Let's come at 11:35.
What I will just do is, if Nikhil sir will permit me, I will give them a breakout rooms.
Okay, cool. So let's meet at 11:35. Okay, I will share the screen and I will put a timer here so that if anyone from the YouTube joins late.
Sir, basically they have made you host, so the streaming is been done at from your system. Make sure is not ended in.
So I'm not able to hear you properly.
Actually, I'm saying the meeting is hosted now by your end, so make sure this the Zoom meeting is not ended, so that
Okay,
stream
okay.
will not stop.
Okay.